All right, welcome back, folks, and let's go ahead and take a look at figuring out how do we connect our Visual Studio Code to our virtual machine so that we could get a better performance out of our setup. So once you launch vscode, there's this little green thing that's normally connected to your WSL. You can click on that and you'll get a remote SSH thing pop up in here. So if you don't see this green thing, the alternative is you go to View and Command Palette, and you say, it's going to probably show up as the first one, remote SSH, or just start typing SSH and it will be the, where is it? Connect to, yeah, connect current window to host or connect to host. So let's go ahead and do that. This is going to by default read our SSH config file. So this is very helpful because it already has saved all of the information we need. If you did not create an SSH config file here, you have to enter like SSH-B, -B2222 and so on. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do my saved configuration. And I'm going to start a new, it's going to start a new window for me. I'm going to choose the remote host is a Linux machine. I'm just going to expand this a little bit. And there you go. It's connected to SSH Ubuntu. Now it's going to start asking you to install a few things. I recommend that you install those things. I don't need this joining sessions via browser links, so I'm not going to do that one. But there will be a few things showing up, and I highly recommend that you do those. Another thing you might want to do is, if you go to your plugins, you're going to see that there are a bunch of plugins that you should install on your remote machine that are, even if they're installed on your local machine, they're not going to be ported to your remote machine. So you want to manage your plugins as you see fit, right? Okay, so let's go back here. Now, if I say open folder, this is going to show me the folders that are on my VM. So let's confirm this. This is my VM. This is my home page, my home directory, home Ubuntu. It has repos in it. And if I just do -al, it has all of these hidden files in there. So if you can take a look here, you can see that I have repos and I have all of these hidden files. So I'm going to select repos. I'm going to select our class homepage. And let's say I want to work on semaphores homework 1. And just click OK. And it's going to take a little bit to copy the files and open them. And then there you go. You get your full VS Code experience in a much better, more smooth transition than what you would have if you were running on a virtual machine. But here's the trick. If I open up a terminal window, I am on the VM, right? So I am in, I am in semaphores homework 1 on the virtual machine. So the terminal actually runs on the virtual machine, but VS Code runs on your actual machine. So it runs faster, but it allows you to execute and build things on your virtual machine. So I highly recommend this if you are a fan of VS Code, and at the same time, if you'd like to if you're having performance issues with your VM, I highly recommend that you use this this solution. And then if you notice, I don't have VirtualBox running in here, so it's running in the background. I don't have to worry about it. It's not using any GUI. It's not heavily using my resources, even though my machine is screaming now. That's just because I'm recording. But it's a much better fit if you're having performance issues than loading all of the things that happen with Ubuntu when it's GUI. All right. So I hope this is you're gonna find this helpful. I have one more video left, which is basically gonna talk about if you want to set up VS Code to do kernel programming for your project. So I'll see you in the next video.